Do you know who this guy is? Everybody should know who this is. This right here is Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. Made Apple exactly what it is today. The phones, the network, computers, you name it. The reason why I'm talking about not just Steve Jobs, but in particular, I'm talking about cancer, pancreatic cancer to be exact. Steve Jobs was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer back in 2003, where he later died in 2011. Very tragic loss for Apple. It's tragic for everybody. I myself, it's personal for me. My mother passed away from pancreatic cancer back in August of 2015. Trying to get treated and finding the early stages of pancreatic cancer is so challenging to the healthcare professionals because there sometimes is not a symptom of this disease. I'm trying to educate the ones that don't know about pancreatic cancer. I'm trying to educate the families that might be dealing with a loved one that have pancreatic cancer or somebody that had a loved one that just died from this very bad disease. Maybe a CNA or PCW that might be dealing with residents or clients and don't know some of the side effects that they residents or clients is going through. This is very hard and sad for me to talk about because this is a very recent event in my life that my mother had passed away. But I'm here to school some of you guys on what you can do to help. First of all, lifestyle is a very important factor. If you smoke, stop smoking. Change your diet, exercise more. It might just prolong your life when it comes down to pancreatic cancer. True enough, pancreatic cancer is very terminal. There's no coming back from it. These people that have pancreatic cancer deal with all these medicines with chemotherapy and radiation and all these doctor's appointments and things like that. Very hard to deal with. So I'm trying to school you on giving you a support system on how to deal with a tragic thing like this. WebMD states that the more love and support that you give your family and your friends during this time, it'll make the whole process a little bit easier for that person that's dealing with the disease. Palliative care is definitely important. Getting them ready for their end stages, very important. Some of these patients might have jaundice, which is yellowing of the eyes. They might get nauseated. They might have a loss of appetite. Me personally, I've dealt with my mother not being able to eat. One minute my mother was 200 and some odd pounds, and within the next couple of weeks jumped all the way down to 160. That's a very rapid weight loss. Going to all these different doctors and oncologists to deal with what was to come. Families, I urge you that if you're dealing with any kind of cancer in your family, it might be genetic. Go get tested. There's different tests that they offer you guys to get to know your different percentages on the disease. Right here, I'm holding up your stomach. All these black dots are masses, which there are tumors around your pancreas. This large mass right here is right here by the pancreas. They have to go in and do biopsies to cut these things, surgeries and things like that. My mother went through a surgery back in October of 2014, and that was the longest day of my life. 6 to 8 hour surgery. To snip her pancreas, and we thought that she came out of it unscathed. Everything was okay. To later on in December when she went back for her ultrasound to find out that the cancer had spread. They got out most of what they could, but they couldn't get it all. It is important that you follow through with everything that I'm trying to tell you as far as trying to help out your loved ones with the prevention and education with pancreatic cancer. These people are dying, and sometimes they don't even know. They don't even go to the doctor to get checked. American Cancer Society states that 400,000 people will have cancer. It doesn't matter which ones have cancer. but 20 to 40,000 would die from that disease. The most common cancer is breast, and some people can die from that. You see all these different commercials for American Cancer Treatment Centers and things like that. And you have one lady on there that says that she's basically cured from it. There is no cure from pancreatic cancer. Like I said once before, it's terminal. So it's for you to surround your loved ones, love them. And if somebody that is smoking, stop. Please stop. Get the help that you need. Get the education. Form an intervention or whatever you need to do to help your loved one get through this. Because like I said, this is a very sad thing for me to deal with. My family lost a valuable member of of our family, a very valuable member. And her not being here is one of the most hurtful things that I can deal with. She died young. She was only 57 years old. Very young. So my family and myself have to go get tested to find out the different percentages of which cancer we have because it runs on both sides of the family. And like I said, her father before her had passed from pancreatic cancer. Get tested. This is no joke. They got these miracle pills. It's not good. As I showed you from WebMD 2014, that the stomach and all the masses and tumors and stuff like that, the way we found out about my mom is because her stomach was hurting and she couldn't hold down any food. So they ran ultrasounds and they seen things, and then again they didn't see things, but it got to the point where it came up, this is what's going on through blood tests and everything like that. We had a great support system all the way up until the end where we had to put her in hospice because no longer could she deal with it because she was in so much pain. She had to use a walker because she lost the ability to walk. We had to help her eat because she lost the ability to eat because she couldn't hold down anything. I mean, she was hungry, but she couldn't eat anything. And anything that she requested, we went and got. And she might take a bite here or a bite there and say she's full, but that was about it. I urge you, get tested. This is coming from the heart, from me to you. Like I said, this is very hard for me. And I hope you guys have enjoyed my speech. And have a good day.